That's a trick question.
May I ask him?
Oh, the gigs.
Oh, the gigs.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I talked to Ariane and
Clarity. What is that?
Clarity joined from early out tonight. Can't make the dance, miss him.
As you talk about dance, so. You hear about Tony Matterhorn, what Tony Matterhorn are going on regarding the Beenie Man?
No, me hear say him a burn them out or something like that. I don't know how true it is.
Bless up. T-Flow ban Bagay. Who that champs? Team Shaggy #1. Bless up. What's the real name? May I try to figure out who it is? Shams, Alan say you know.
What is?
Yo, Clarity, the girl said find somebody else. I don't know, she couldn't wait. So she find somebody else to do that thing there. So what are we having, Shams?
That's on. Lord Clark, dog, yes, man. I chef that here back in man start run up and down like.
So when you get Uber Eats, you sanitize it too?
Yeah, but you have the phone, dog.
Hey, puppy. You need to trim those eye hairs.
I don't know where the food there, cause she knows that she here bag.
I don't know who is Lex, but bless up Lex.
Yeah.
What are we having?
Vegan.
Martinique, big up yourself.
Vegan sesame chicken.
Vegan chicken?
No, yeah, sesame vegan chicken, a Chinese food. But them use the seitan make it.
Oh, for real, which Chinese food place shots so? Champion girl from the West Coast.
Chado! Yo! Yes, Chad. Many moons.
Many moons and many beards. Chan beard go, wow. Oh! See, formerly Tonian. Tries a vegan puppy.
Vegan puppy, Marias. Watch out. Watch this. Watch. Welcome over here, so.
I tormenting the poor animal. That's not cool, Shams.
Turn the man. I cannot turn back. Sure. Oh, the food.
So, brother, how come we have a reason? Okay.
Of course, we have a reason. But that's a share. Watch out, she jump and touch me. She have the habit then, she jump and
Pascal. How we have a reason and you have dinner? That may I ask you.
So we don't eat and talk, man? What? Easy for doing,
Shams. Right. Tony Matterhorn say.
That the thing, them.
Him have up Beenie Man them. Because them not support theme thing, but them go jump on the fine man them thing. That him a cuss about.
One life Matterhorn,
Eh?
Matterhorn probably just do it for attention, you know, but I mean, anybody can vent.
That may I say, but him go on the man them platform cuss apparently.
You mean during the thing?
Yeah, that's how we know about it, because Swiss commented on it on his recap with
Timberland.
Timbo, yeah. He must say, yo, what Tony Matterhorn come and do, don't come disrespect the platform.
See.
Then disrespect the platform and, you know, have to do them something there. So Tony Matterhorn say, yo, me not no problem with Swiss, you know, Killer and Beenie, me have problem with it.
Yeah, but you could have waited till after the thing done.
Exactly, that me and Desiree that talk about. Say, alright, you could have been on your own platform instead of go in the man them thing. I say,
Right.
hey, for true.
Because Tone Matter when him ready for post him video the man him vlog them. Him have him audience, so I never do it after the fact.
Right.
So that will be greater. Dog, you know eat till about 8 o'clock now. When the live I done you eat. So you can stay there, run up and down all you want.
Good evening, one and all. Just to let you all know, we are not doing music today. So
No, you
why?
have to tell them earlier. Tell them from
No,
earlier.
what for this? What for say? We're gonna play some music in a bit. Just hold on, make we have this conversation. Every 5 minutes we say that.
Yeah. Until we're done.
You ever get them infomercial, them web something, them webinar there?
Yo,
You must say, I'm gonna tell you this, but
so wait a few
before we
minutes.
get to that, yeah.
You watch 45 minutes worth of video before them get to the point. And
Yeah.
then get to that one is
I tell you now. Chrissy, what is good? You reach home safe, by the way? Did you get home safely from Australia? Or was it New Zealand I saw you? Don't remember. I know it was down under.
Down under.
Down under? Yes.
It's bad to eat with you.
Hmm?
I'm going to say them says bad manners to eat with your mouth full. With the mouth open, but
It's bad manners. Oh, it's a bad habit. Oh, that. Ariane. Me see the Anne. Ariane.
and Jeannie.
Jeannie. Anne. Me see Jeannie. Two more loyal followers. What's up, ladies? What's cooking? Good lookings. So, since Shams I eat,
Eh? Jeannie loves to see juicy.
Juicy. Don't get me started, you know. Rantan days. Yeah. I was hoping that Instagram would allow more than 2 people. I mean, I pre-fill link up. You and Rata like the 4 we could have, you understand? But you don't know. Yes, Jimmy. Me soon figure out, I mean, I know how to do. Get. I work on something. Can't go through that conversation there. Yes, so this week we plan to speak about and reminisce or share with you all the journey, so to speak, from our influences who influenced us, who mentored us, you know, for make we do and be who we are today. So let's start off with Shams, like how we might eat. A joke. Really and truly, everybody who's on pretty much know what we do already. Shams, producer, engineer, bass player. What else?
Artist management, but I'm not do that no more.
Right. Dubs, guitar player, producer. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So although I mix and things for myself, but I wouldn't classify myself as an engineer like Shams. I wouldn't put myself in another league there yet. But I think them, boss. I can't say that. But, professionally, Shams been doing that for the past 20-something years, 30 years maybe.
No, 30, not do me that.
No, lie. We're not so old.
93.
Proxy.
So, with a 3 years shorter, 30 years.
Shh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Shams been doing his thing for that time, and I'm pretty much the same, Our background is basically, if you see Clarity say, this reminds me of Rantan days. We and Clarity, we spoke about this last week. We never talk about the bands?
No.
Oh shit.
The first week we kind of mention it, but we never go in depth.
Oh, well, we're not going in depth because I want to go in depth when we find the recordings.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
we can talk about the band, the journey of the band and all of that.
And play the tune them.
Yeah. But yeah, we and Clarity basically grew up and things. So we all been playing music together since we were 14, 13, 14.
Around that.
Like together, yeah. I mean, me and Shams play instrument and Clarity play instrument from way younger, but together and professionally from like the mid-90s, early 90s. Right, Genie, I take notes, watch it,
They kind of mentioned it the first week, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, what's cooking? So,
Wait. Now, band thing we just have to mention to say. When we in a high school, cause we play at Meadowbrook. I try high school, at Clarity High School.
oh shit, yeah, we used to play yeah.
Me, you, Try, and
Yeah.
Deal.
For real.
And
So,
then when
yeah.
they play some of the prep school, I play them there.
That was, Middlebrook Prep players, yeah. The band they played for that thing.
Oh yeah, Meadowbrook High graduation.
Yeah.
Memories, Mrs. Cook. No, Mrs. Cook. Miss Cook.
Miss Cook, yeah.
The future.
So, yeah, so we've been knowing we know each other a long time and stuff, but everybody kind of,
A family.
Yes, you try remember if him got it. Yup, drum rat, exactly.
Him same one.
Ankun, all the way from Japan, big up yourself, Ankun, we don't know. Big Japanese artist, voice magician JP, or just join us. Big up yourself.
You need to link me, have rhythms in where I deal it. Link me.
In the tech grass cat bass.
Oh, Anton. Oh.
Yes. Scatterman.
You see, because I had a link there. I never talked to him.
Oh yeah. It was.
I never remember the name when the agreement.
Yeah. So see, remember. So in continuing, so everybody kind of, take them own part, do them own shred. And we are all where we are now, doing what we're doing now. But along the way we met and we've had guidance and influences over the years. So like how Shamsa eat my Keddy, we are going. So like how Shamsa eat, let's start with me and guitars and well, y'all might know by now, we come from a family of musicians. So obviously my first guitar influences would be my two uncles, Danny and Dalton. So what's going on in New York? New York, Keddy? Sorry. So, yeah. Danny and Dalton, from the man's them, Danny Brownie, Dalton Brownie, Freddie McGregor I play with for the past 40 years. So, Danny Brownie, everybody know Danny Brownie from Bloodfire Posse days. That was where he was playing guitar mostly. Uncle Danny used to actually be in Sagittarius with Derek.
With Derek, yep.
Right. But me never aware of him them time. I mean, aware of him when we go watch them rehearsing in them living room and me and Shams go on them studio session. Scatter, Bloodfire Posse, him know the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we go through we watch them rehearse at the time and at the time I was playing drums.
Yep.
So I never really pay attention to the guitar man them. But eventually when I started playing guitars, me start learn how them play, and if you ever listen to Bloodfire Posse thing then Danny have a distinct sound.
Very distinct sound.
Yeah, and funny enough, a Dalton sound him have, but him have it in his own way. You
Hey,
know,
because Dalton, when you hear um Penthouse tune there, so like Danny was a Dalton play it
which one?
mm-mm,
Tempo.
mm-mm,
Right.
Penthouse version of temporary.
Right, right, right. You know, so all the musicians, Ariane as a drummer. She can tell I did. No, Ariane as a drummer? Yeah. What the guitarist name again? Andrea.
Andrea.
Right. All that. So, yeah, where was I? At the keyboard guitar too, my mind go. Oh, because Trapper John used to play that. The
Mm.
guitar. Yeah, Trapper John used to have that something there. But anyway, so started with Danny and Dalton with the influences that sound there. Although I not sound like them, me not get a pretty guitar sound. Them have that lock. Them have a certain thing when them how them tone them guitar. But
The reason you don't have it is because Daddy fight it out.
well, me no
Daddy
want
used
to
to
say that.
chorus and the pretty card them.
Me don't know, but me just not have that something there. And in continuing on now, playing further along, you know, people like I start listening to Bob Marley. Also because my father did play in a Ziggy Marley band. So I used to listen a lot of Bob Marley stuff. And so guitar wise, obviously Al Anderson and Junior Marvin, two of the baddest guitarists them in a reggae music, I think. You know, approach and you know, Shamsi didn't know, so them are not Jamaican, right? Well, Al Anderson not Jamaican.
No, I never know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm American.
Yeah.
Because I said an interview recently. And I think them that talk to him and I said, oh, this guy sounds so American.
Yeah, man, I'm American. Man. So, yeah, I used to listen to, like, in particular, there's an album. Tell me who know the album here. Babylon by Bus.
Me
My
list.
favorite, whatever. My favorite Bob Marley album. Man's them play some guitar upon that, and my second favorite would be
It's a
Live.
live. So it's
The
not
one I
like
name
a
Live.
record.
Eh?
But it's a live album, so it's not
Right,
like the record.
right. So,
Different inspiration.
yeah, it's a vibe. So yeah, that's where my early inspiration come from. And then, you know, when daddy see me in my teens and him say me really serious about guitar, or he thought that I should be a better musician. Him say, you know, say for do some lessons, because up until that point, till that point, I was self-taught. I am still pretty much self-taught. But, you know, him hook up lessons with Maurice Garden now, bad jazz guitarist from Jamaica, lived in Canada, come back to Jamaica, gone back to Canada. But Sir G now, Mr. Garden, taught me how to practice, and him show me things I never know. Like the modes and them, something that I never know. Until, you know, I did those lessons in 96. I was 19, actually. So, oh, you know Mr. G too?
She went to Edna, or so.
Oh, I never know that. I think a foreign girl.
No, man.
So,
Why not Jamaica?
yeah, Mr. G teach me, you know, modes and how to approach practicing and certain things. And that was a short, maybe a month worth of lessons, in all honesty, because I never do it long. And from there, so, you know, just go and learn and come up. I not talk about no more influences. Who else influenced me? So since then, I listen to like Hendrix and certain rap guys. If you listen to my earlier records, you can tell the influence of rock in my songs, in my compositions and stuff. Since then, I've matured and I mean, I Lego that, but it kind of come full circle. So you know when to do what and all of these things. So that's me for now. Shams?
You know, me just take up instrument and play instrument, you know. Some things. Well, clearly, I play bass. And I guess everybody know who had the bass in the family, which is my father, our father, the graybeard elder as Glenn Brownie.
Mm-hmm.
Which that really influenced me playing bass because he give me one guitar and I wasn't having it. Remember they give me bass guitar?
Yeah, man, remember the little acoustic guitar, man.
Yeah, man. Give me the bass guitar, the acoustic guitar, and me
Hold
never
on,
have it. Me have
now
to
come
play
there.
on the acoustic guitar. You know, and nobody come tell me about playing on guitar at the time. Not realizing at that young age that obviously to be a better bass player, you need to know some chorded instrument, either keyboards or guitar, so you get the function of chord structure and all of that. As a bassman, it make your line them sweeter and more melodic when you can do that. But at the time, me just never interested. It's like me, I say, no, me want to play bass. Me no want no card business. Me not interested. And then, like Dubs, my outside of daddy, outside of family now, my bass influence really came from family man. Because I see Bob Marley CD them and thing me used to listen to. And family man to me is like awesome. You know, and even when yeah, even to that day, me not really listen to other bass player. And you know, most musicians were got Edna Manley and you know, learning musician, aspiring musicians, them listen to a lot of gospel music and them from them. I don't really listen to something there. Me listen one and two jazz. Me never like jazz. None at all. Me still not like jazz. Me like contemporary jazz. Me like pop jazz. Me not like the serious jazz something. And I guess that is why me not really as versed as I should be. But I just me that me never interested in being that kind of musician, that jazz bass player that can me hate not that me hate Stanley Clark the person. Me hate Stanley Clark bass sound. Jacob Astorius has many bass players rate him or whatever. I'm like, him bad. Him can play wicked. But I just mind something that me just not interested in that something there. Give me some family man bass line, some channel one, some reggae rockers type of bass line that them something that me love and want to hear. Me don't want to hear number blah, 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 blah. Me not interested.
I mean,
I just play that.
in my earlier days, me never into George Benson, and me know say enough guitarists would have been like, yo, you know George Benson, like guitar you play. Me never like him sound, him style, him nothing. Till
Yeah.
me in my 30s actually. At that time, me appreciate Benson and how him play and what him know. But yeah.
Why? Moving forward now to moving from a bass player to, well, me mention it not the first week, but the second week. My influence as a producer is Danny, Uncle Danny.
Right.
Outside of him, me rate Timbaland and at the time, who me I listen to now? I listen to Timbaland and Diddy, P Diddy. Even though P Diddy now is more of a producer than a musician, whereas Timbaland, Billy Beat them did not do that. But production-wise and pop music-wise, at the time, Diddy, Timbaland coming up as my influence as producers, and my main influence for being a mixing engineer, my mentor and me learn enough from him is Stephen Stanley.
Stephen, me figure.
We used to do a bag of sessions with him. And me learn a whole heap. You know, and Stephen is a man where in chat enough, like in the man in the ramp to stop the session till like 2 hours and just talk.
Yep.
But me learn enough things from Stephen Stanley. So as an engineer, him really, I mean, vibes wise, I did Bulby, yeah.
Oh, Bulby used to come up the studio? For real?
Yeah, man. And then some meet Bulby mix Remember, loving there. My other one there, my thing, my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thing. Nobody gonna mess with my ding-a-ling. Bulby mixed it up on Main Street. I think that
Okay.
was the first time I meet Bulby. Come you hear about Bulby. So yeah, as engineer, Steven Stanley at the top of the list then Bulby. Yeah. And other sort of things set up
As
influences in the business.
as you mentioned,
Una,
but what?
sorry, Una know Steven Stanley can go Google him because Steven Stanley work with Sly Robbie. He mix Grace Jones thing that he used to mix and produce for Tam Tam Club, which is the Genius of Love track, which Mariah Carey did do, the fantasy tune with Old DB. So Steven Stanley is not just a name or a fly upon the wall. Steven Stanley is a pillar. The whole of
Yeah,
Fatties
man.
thing them, sizzling them
Yeah, man.
with Fatties. He mix all of them down as Mr. Flying Rabbit stuff.
I mix taxi.
He mix some
The
taxi thing them.
original
Yeah.
taxi. The original taxi rhythm.
Taxi rhythm. Yeah. I think I'm the mix. Well, me I go say Patra, but clearly. And some of Grace Jones thing them were thing they used to do.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
By them.
because Steve used to be in Barbados with them.
Right, right.
Yeah. Not Barbados, Bahamas.
But,
What the student
yep.
name? Forget what the student name. But yeah.
So, even my dupes. And you know, say Stephen born July too.
Yeah, same day like we, right?
July. Yep.
Yeah,
Same day.
yeah. Just a couple years older.
Yep.
Couple years older. Tell, no, when you say Bulby and Main Street and Steve and thing, me remember them days when you start work on Main Street, we did still live together as youths, pre 20s. Hold on there, 17, 96, 89. Yeah, 20s. So, remember he used to come home late. Remember one particular producer used to book some late session. Tell us what it was like working with the great specialists.
You know, so when you say that I Imran class with mine,
So now in me talk about, man, what can I do to learn producing better? We soon tell you that.
just pin that question there so we can go back to it. Hey, specialist man, the great specialist where they produce Shabba and Cabra and them and there. All me can say is specialist session them was fun.
Yeah.
Because I just bear vibes. I know them time that money I run, so specialist is a book a bag of time and just have a whole heap of work. Him personally not even sitting on the session them that long either.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man.
Metal.
I can remember them time that him and Banky and Paris, so Banky.
Oh, yes. Metal Desrin the other day about one night. I don't remember who he was working with late, but there was some kind of unrest in the area. And you go over the metal, how we used to jump the gate, basically. We used to jump that the gate to go in and out. And the night there.
Them there were.
Uncle Danny?
Well, me no remember, but me remember.
Me never did it.
The artist them that was there at the time. Probably somebody was Danny with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting night. Me have the jump gate. And I jump the gate and go in at the house. And I jump the gate to come out of the house. Me tell you I have weed for me.
No.
I have a bag of weed in my pocket. And I come back out of the house now and I might say, Sham, don't jump the gate, go. And alright, let me explain. For those who wouldn't understand my dilemma. You see what Daddy house is? Garrison there right behind Daddy house.
Right.
So it come on there right there so you can jump Daddy back wall
and they're right in a common. Yeah.
Right.
And some vibes there go on, so only for things.
Yeah. Man, I run from them.
But you not tell the story.
Yeah, may I get back to it now? Can I
Oh,
explain the dilemma?
okay.
So may I come out now, may I say, yo, nobody jump the fence. Nobody jump up the gate. And as me walk out of the gates and reach halfway in the road, one soldier having M16. Oh, we good?
Shams. You,
May I
you
get
break
soldier
up.
now, yeah?
Go, go
Oh,
on
hear me?
again. M16.
Yeah, may I come out, may I come out, may I come out of the gate and I say, yo, don't jump the gate, Shams. So I open the gate and walk out. By the time I reach on the middle of the road now, one soldier, they up at the top of the road with the M16 stay. So I said, oh boy, come here, come here. And I said, oh, what is that? So I take my time and walk go up. So put up your hand in the air, so hand up in the air, and I take my time walk go up. Man say, hurry up and come, run. And I say, oh, run? You know run go towards me. And by the time me reach up to him now, him have the gun see me in a one and no I start. Pat me down, don't have a beeper. My way. And somehow as him and reach so the beeper and feel as him touch me say, I'm a beeper. Oh, me never tell you that.
Hold
On
on.
my way to the soldier brother. As me come out of the house, me actually have the bag of weed in my hand. Me I say, anything never did it. So now walk, go up to him now, me just drop it and he never see it.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah, by the time we reach up at the top of the road, him search me, look about 5, 6 of them there, go down the flank. You understand that?
No, no, my dog. Me no dog next day. Apparently service poor in the bedroom.
That was my dilemma. Because I feel like if me jump that fence there, jump the gate and go out the door, that would have been it. It would have been
Why,
a
it would
wrap.
have rough. It would have been a different night.
It would have been a totally different night. And then you would have hear how shots were fired and exchanged. Guns.
And a .38 revolver was recovered.
You know, so that did happen one night, right? You remember a night when that did happen?
No.
I go to studio late the night. I go to studio about 9, 10 o'clock. This, I think me to start produce them time, yeah. I remember Courtney will live right beside the studio.
Oh, yeah. Me did hear about this story. Yeah, me did hear about it.
Yeah, some police jump out of them car and them see one brother where them want, and them jump out of the car and just start beat shot, and the shot them go in a Courtney house. And then
Yes, I heard about that.
Them shoot the brother in him foot and dry him away. And thing. And then, cause early them everybody did, and when me drive up, then they talk about it. And the next morning, me I carry Ishka go to school, and me hear upon the news, shoot out last night on Christopher Boulevard in the Dunmere area. And the police apprehended a suspect after a round of fire, and they retrieved a .38 revolver. And the boy never got Courtney and the youth did there.
The only shooting was happening was by the police.
Rough. Don't be that guy. They are being that guy. He was being that guy.
Yeah, they are that. They are those guys.
And those guys. Trust me. So
Real.
these are the things. How do you feel about the clash, even though we don't really watch it?
Which clash?
The Beenie Bounty clash. May I divert?
Me I ask are the people then.
You.
Forget about that. How can Bridget be a better producer? Can't go on the question. Dynamo, what can I do to learn producing better?
What answer?
You know you're a big producer, boss. What do you mean?
First thing is, say no to drugs. No, in a real life though.
Second thing is, learn an instrument.
Yeah, that's the first thing. First thing is learn to play some carded instrument. And the second thing is, when you have build a track, then make sure you have 2 fat girls side there in a studio for a shake. So you get the vibe.
Yeah. The inspiration.
The inspiration.
And some liquor.
And some liquor.
And a pound of herb.
And that's it, try just say it there. Anyway, in real life, forget about the liquor and the woman and the rate there. Because inspiration has to come from within. You can't look to substances for inspiration. But in order to be a better producer, you first have to understand music. I don't know your level of
Right.
musicianship, but
Right.
and you know me have a blog. You can check out the blog because I talk about this on my blog. Whereas you don't have to be that plays an instrument because
Right.
like
Cause
Pento
Jeremy and
and
right.
Clark,
Robert Livingston no
Robert
play.
Livingston and TJ
Diddy no
Records and
play.
Young Youth. So I know everybody where that's a good producer.
What if you're a girl? As it relates to what? The big fat girl living in the studio?
Yes, you can either have two big fat girl nice with or two thick muscle man, whichever one.
Anything I tickle your fancy.
That's right. Any which way, anything that works for you, but me not think of that just. I base that in a Shannon. No, yeah, Shannon no go.
Yeah.
Good.
In term, anything like you think she mean about producing?
I don't know.
Same approach.
Shannon, you need to finish the question because it look like you never finish it. I know that is Shannon. I mess with that man. Yeah.
What father just said, that's what I was gonna say. Besides all of that, like Jeremy and them, where them have his ears, and we spoke about this already.
Yeah.
Them man they know song, so what you have to do, what you have to approach, you have to practice is listen to music. You have to listen to a whole heap of music and listen to good music, you know, as well as keep current. You have to listen to current music. What is that, Shams?
Yeah, and that I'm going to say, keep current and no, me don't know how to say it because at the end of the day, I think it boils down to taste sometimes, but sometimes you can just tell a hit off of the bat.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Shannon, me have to say this because you and I had this conversation before. There's no such thing. Sorry, let me not say there's no such thing. Perfection is an illusion. And a lot of producers, including my dad, use this perfection as an excuse not to finish project. Me used to do that too. I have some stuff for me to do that too. But a lot of people do that. Like they might try to get it so perfect where you have sung sit down for 2 years. You can't do that. Get it once it up on a level, take care of yourself. Put it out, but move on to the next.
But you know what I was going to say is, before you touch upon the perfection thing, I was going to say some producers, I wasn't going to use the word perfection, I was going to use meticulous. You know, some producers are meticulous about them sound, so you have to also develop
your sound,
and you have to be meticulous about it. You have to know exactly where you go for and don't short change yourself,
right?
You know, so you have to, you know, because I think every hit producer, I mean, no lie, you have some man with us, no lie, me I tell. Every hit producer, them meticulous about. If it's not one thing, it's another thing, you know. So you have to practice that. Is something you have to get good at over years. What's wrong with listening to bad music? You tell me what's wrong with listening to bad music. No, but on the real still, you know, you can learn from bad music, you know. You can learn from bad music. You can learn what not to do. Yes,
100%. What not? Let me tell you something that my rhythm name Badis. I have a song name. You're just too good.
Shams are the worst song.
Are the worst
song. Me tell you when you do it.
Yeah, of course. And you know, somebody the other day post it on Instagram. Just a random, I go through somebody's story and then post it. And I did with laugh and comment and I say, yo, dog, you know, say my worst song, this is my.
See.
And them say, yo, I feel favorite song.
and that goes to show again, no matter how somebody might say a song bad, as in awful, somebody always love it.
Of course.
Because I'm here kind of critiquing Lila Ike EP album, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And but me know them a do them thing and them a hit and it a work, but me a critique it because my opinion of the
Let me
project
ask you
is
this. Let me ask you
everything
this.
sound the same way.
Which part is our in a real life?
I mean, because them have the views and the numbers, the YouTube views and the plays and the
You
rate.
can't
Me
find
figure
me that
say it.
tomorrow. Me not say she
True,
not have no
yeah,
fans, you know.
you're right.
Me
There's
not
it
say she
boil
not
down to
have fans.
taste.
But she have her fans then, yes. But how much it really a work? Because I remember she in the
Well,
camp to protege them, so
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
my feel strength.
Right,
So
right.
I mean,
But the
let me
point I
answer
make is, eh?
Shannon. No, Shannon say how you get started. So me I say the
No,
chicken start.
hold on. Let me answer. Try. Sorry, there. Not well, it's not a musician standpoint as far as when we say all of the song them sound the same. It's like when I get no different emotion from her upon none of the track them. All I sang them to me. Feel Genius Sweetness. Me know say you're avid music listener. Have you listened to it yet? Let me hear what you think. Or anybody else will listen to that.
Let me tell you my issue with
Well, you're right, try. Your fan just love you. I say, go.
right. Once you have fans, and that are if are real fans. But when me I say right, um, when you listen to Chronix album, because Chronix, me use Chronix as the control, because I him film thing them that more pop and me don't know how to explain it, but film thing them sound in a monotonous. That is the word. That
Is
is
that
big up
Jams
Evan, yeah.
Evan, right? Does that do?
So Chronix thing to me no monotonous. You hear three Chronix song, implode different melody, different vibe and way. When
That
you
is
listen
my point. That is my
to three
point.
star song them, so on the same way upon the three song them. But that's not
That
just
is
me.
my point.
That's not just me.
That is the point. So
So when
Evan
I
asked me, you never answer
yeah?
Shannon. You never answer Shannon.
Oh, she said she want to know how you start producing. And my thing is, it depends because you can't just start. You have a computer, you have a software. Just if you want to make beats, if you want to sing them yourself, if you want to write some songs, you can write you song them
Yeah.
and
Let's start make music. You
here
know, have no
start
in
creating music
today's.
at home. Yes, me not cut it out,
eh,
but it's like how you used to do the bass thing them where you have where you're playing the bass, you have a bass loop and you're playing melodies and stuff. Do more of that, create your own stuff.
And record it.
No, you see one person's trash is another person's treasure, you know. No bother with it.
Who
Again,
that?
go by the perfectionist thing.
Who
Just
that? Who
go
that?
and
Me
do
not
it
see.
until you feel it because you will find a sound. Remember, I said Teddy Riley
Oh
created
my
a
dear
whole
side
genre for
trash.
himself, you know. And it worked. New Jack Swing.
Yo, if and remember this to Shannon and Dynamo. Remember this too. Me just start. I mean, me still not really into Billie Eilish like that or Elisha,
Love
however
her.
you pronounce it.
Love her.
As Shams first say, yo, check out that tune here. And when him send the song to me, I must press play. I have a Bluetooth speaker. When the bass come in, I say, something wrong with my speaker. See? And as the song progresses, I say, oh shit, them deliberately make the bass sound so. And listening to more of her songs, I realize say, them come up with a sound. You understand? So that's our
Yeah.
next thing where I say every producer have to have them sound. And you don't have to follow nobody's sound. That are the next thing. If you remember, when Timbaland come out, him not sound like nobody else. When Steen and Cleavy drop, them not sound like nobody else.
Even Slam
When
Robin never sound like nobody else.
exactly. So when Neptunes come out, they not sound like nobody else. So you might think your beats sound trash because it not sound like everything else out the road. But once you have done the basics, it in key, the quanta is good, everything playing in time. You know, you have your form of your song, and your form of your song now have to be what everybody else have like verse,
There's
chorus,
no real
bridge,
hip
whatever.
hop template.
Exactly, because again, if you listen to Billie Eilish sing them, she have tunes where the form are totally different from everything else we are going on the road. So all of these things have to take into consideration when you create your own thing. Just make your own music how you feel it. That are the thing, music is from the heart, is like your personality. Yeah, you understand? So you can't, but it will never manifest, it will never happen if you don't do it. You have to do it.
You're right.
It cannot be in
It can't
here.
stay up there, sir.
It can't
It
stay in
have
there.
to come
So
out.
what good is an idea if it stays in your head? Good. Ideas have to come out and manifest, and then you see it, and then you refine it and work on it.
The G
Answer everyone's question.
the G have it as you said right. Explore your own creativity.
Yeah. Evan said, does a good producer dictate to the streets, go with the vibe and sound of the streets?
Dictate straight. Go with what?
Yeah. And it's not, yeah. Dictate is a heavy word, but yeah, I'm right.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can still like for instance, me have two rhythm with my bill and me swipe piece of give them rhythm for one. Me tell you this already, because orgasm rhythm. Enough
Yeah,
people
right.
that know that me take piece of street sweeper and piece
Right.
of slide water drum rhythm.
Right.
But when me I swipe it, me not play about the same.
You're not copy it, right? You're
Me
not
not
copy
copy
it.
it. So
Right.
when my rhythm drop, and it's funny, I read a book named Is Habit? Is the Power Habit? Habit. One of the books I read. And them talk about how record labels play songs on the radio. And it's just having this conversation, when I think about it. And them say, when you have a new song, say you have a new Rihanna, and you have a Beyonce from 5 years ago, what was a hit song, them tell the programmer them to play them together. As long as them sonically sound the same, you play them together, so it sound familiar. You understand?
Who is 3Gs? Who is 3Ds? Big up yourself, 3Ds.
Play keyboard with me sometime.
What his name?
With Aria.
No name.
The name 3G.
Oh, we never meet him. Alright, cool. Sorry. No, because you have people with some.
Keezy, man, you
name.
ask me foolishness stuff. Keezy, man, a Keezy.
Alright, boss.
I joke, me embarrassed. Yeah, great. Me know say a G is either Gregory, is not Gary.
But we never meet him. That may I ask you.
No,
Gary,
right. Genius Sweetness.
Gary Higgins. Big up yourself.
Because that G, that's a key, is a bad habit you have now. Link yourself for stop that something there. Stop, so keys, the basic, Gitsy. Man have a name. Gary, I'll never forget. What's that G? So, orgasm rhythm now.
Radigan, big up. Yeah.
Big up yourself. Radigan, I know me not say you post the YouTube thing, but anyway. So,
I guess him here swipe.
So I swipe the drum roll from Street Sweeper.
Street Sweeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use a different snare sound.
Yeah.
I same roll.
And then you would never know because the rhythm a drop different.
Right. Exactly. And then drop now because of the top 10 drop. But what you have enough people with that now is because the guitar play on the drop. So
right.
I really pay because no water drum in everything.
Right.
Swipe. You know how much people did recognize this, so I swipe. I don't remember who built that already, man. I think of Jan, but maybe a jazz one. The one where Bounty Killer depend. Spragga them depend it. Girl.
That?
No man. Girl.
So now hit me attack, man.
How it go?
That's how the kick drum go. I don't remember no phrase in it.
Mix. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Now you want live big, yeah, you go straight one at a time. And Killer recommended try know the song. I just what Bill said.
Yeah, man, I know what you say.
So me just swipe that the rhythm there with the mixing thing
Yeah,
and me just use two different. Anyway, my point is when you had set trend or you want to be different, because I always say I like being rhythm like people. You have to use different sound and come creatively different in a sense. And nothing wrong with
right.
taking inspiration from somewhere else for build your thing.
Something else.
Most music kind of come like that. Cause, you have a few basic progressions out there where most pop songs play in the same progression, but
Right,
you
right,
can't
right, right,
identify it in other song then because
right.
it's done differently. And talking
But
about
even
producer, Michael Jackson have an album when me hate
which
because
one?
an actual produce it.
Oh, the last album, the
The-
real last album,
It just
Invincible.
sound metal, it just sound too aggressive
Yeah,
and
that the
Michael
man
sound
starring man, that the man starring to man, it hurt me ears every
it
time
hurt.
losing an album there.
But the
But
producer that have that sound there.
sound there. How many I say something? It eludes me. But yeah,
Yeah,
those high pitch kicks in Grass Cat.
that's right.
Oh, I was going to say, even the great Slimy here say, yeah, man, you have to borrow. Man, say you borrow. You borrow from a progression, you borrow from a this, and it turn into something else. I does live, I does music.
And then when you turn that into something else, it influence even the person where you take it from wouldn't even realize and say,
Realize, yeah,
yeah,
for real. But again, for all the aspiring producers, you have to just do it. It not gonna happen by itself. It not gonna happen by some miracle jump out of your head on the tape, on the, in the computer, sorry. Tape days gone a long time. So it's something you have to sit down and do.
and
And do it until and remember I watched a songwriting seminar once. Always remember this. You are gonna make foolishness, you are gonna make crap, you are gonna make bull. Because I mean, big man thing, my listening back to the tracks on my first album and second album, me not really happy with the whole heap of the tune them. But you have to make everything come out. Like is who you that talk to the other day, Shams. You say to somebody, say, how much tune you think Cartel put out a week or a month?
right.
Cartel put out way more tune than the tune them were hit.
Every
But
artist, every artist.
yeah, but Shaggy said something from the other day. People don't remember your favorite tune them. They remember if you hit tune them.
Exactly.
They don't remember when you flap. They remember when you hit.
Exactly.
So my point is, just do it. Because as the writing seminar, the guy said, you have to write crap. Them sit down and write over 400 songs for 1 year. He used to write for Diane Warwick and all of them people. And him say out of the 400, maybe 100 would have good. And maybe 10 make it placements to artist albums.
And
So,
and and that's the reality of it. But I think what a lot of people fear, because that's what it is, they fear writing fuckery.
no,
So
but you have to write the fuckery have to come
it have
out.
to come out because that's the only way you
It
can
makes
find the good song.
space. Exactly. Because it has stay in you
Yeah, you
till
have to
the
get
good
rid of
one
it.
come.
You have to get rid
You
of
have
it.
to
You
shell
find
it
something
out.
there.
You have to.
Have
Mixing
to.
and as
Father,
mastering.
well, on before we ask about that question, I'm not sure me answer that. Father, what inspired the intercourse with him? What do you think?
Right.
What do you think? Me never build it off of nobody with him. That was just me to find some different sound. Because if you notice the sound them in other rhythm there, the sound them in other freeze up.
um, in what them name Instagram account you down. You're good now, ish. Come on, Genie.
No, sir. It was the backers.
Oh, go on.
Hold on. Somebody else ask something else. Yeah, what you mean by mixing as master and sound better than music these days?
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand what
If
the
my
exact
mixing and
question.
mastering
Ask it.
better than music, me still not understand. Um,
Retype the question. Then let us, you know.
yeah, so like where Roddy talk
Well,
about then,
exactly, G, Gary.
when time?
I think it's still, no, it might talk about me develop since the last project. And it's true, a lot of people do, a lot of people don't. But yeah, it's true, you know, you grow and that was early. And, you know, yeah. I mean, I like
Yeah,
some of the songs. I just don't like all of them. You know, but it's easy to try go over and do it over, go and do it over, but leave it as it is. That game they don't play, that road they don't try, move on and make some
let's move
new
on.
thing. Yeah, but for real, G.
Oh, it must say mixing and mastering sound sweet back then. The problem nowadays that I find, and I think I talk about this in one of my vlog them, is that a lot of people who are mix and master now don't have a clue. Them just throw a L2 and a EQ pan a fucking master fader channel and things say that's mastering.
As well as where the industry is today, them day there, anybody couldn't just walk in and studio and produce a tune. Nowadays, anybody can
Mix
take
a
up a
tune.
laptop and produce a tune. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Much less we
Mix a
mix.
tune, much less to mix a tune. So you have a lot of people who are laptop producers, laptop mixers, laptop mastering engineers, and them not have a clue, cause them not learn it, and what them not understand too is the sonics have a good, get a good end result from jump. So that are one of the main problems. So music typically will sound better, the older stuff, from a production perspective.
Yeah. And then now because a lot of the man them the artists influence certain things well.
Radical statement.
Yeah. That's not for the man them not for the man them now feel like say, all right, we have to continue the hour in dubs because it's a run out and on the conversation interesting.
Yeah, man, call me back.
But let me say this before the time run out. When the man them everybody can buy a Pro Tools, everybody can buy a laptop. So what end up happening now is it doesn't really have to do with the warmer. Oh, the idiot again, man.